We received a call from Desire Street Ministries, and they told us a little bit about what they were attempting to do here in New Orleans and in the St. Roch community. And we came down really just as a vacation. And we ate some of the wonderful food, heard the music, met a lot of unique people, and just saw how unique and wonderful the city was. But in addition to seeing that, we also saw the challenges that such a city was facing in the aftermath of Katrina, and just sensed that perhaps that was the Lord's call for us to move to New Orleans. When we came here, Katrina was still very much alive in the lives of people, in the lives of communities, as far as the brokenness and the devastation.
People in New Orleans have been underserved and disenfranchised in a lot of different ways for a long time. And the storm didn't necessarily create that, the storm just revealed that. And a world was shocked to see it.
Generational poverty, situational poverty were all part of what I found in the neighborhood. But then I also found people who had hope, who were trying to work their way out of poverty, but still love the neighborhood.
The people in the neighborhood who have come back are determined that we're going to survive this thing.
Here you have a people who love their community, who love the city, and who were very adamant about rebuilding. And the truth is, they needed help.
We were looking for a church and couldn't find a church in our neighborhood.
And so we decided to launch a church here in the St. Roch neighborhood, where we are now. There's more people have returned, and there was a need. People were broken, lives were shattered, and there needed to be something that would begin to help bring healing there.
What better way to have a wonderful effect on a community than to have a church that's about community?
We began doing Bible studies out of our homes, and we were fortunate enough to buy this facility here, which was an old corner store. It's situated right across from a public park where one day there'll be baseball again and basketball and swimming, and so we'll have the church here and be able to holistically address the needs of the community. We hope that maybe even on this corner, God would begin the movement here.
Part of the role of the church is not just to usher salvation into the world, but also the blessings of creation, the blessings of a neighbor, the blessings of a park. Those are very redemptive efforts that the church can make, not just saving souls.
The vision and mission of the St. Roch Community Church is to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ in such a way that it will impact the whole of community, both spiritually and physically.
We're going to have programs. We're going to do things like housing and healthcare, economic development, education, recreation. We already have after-school programs. We're already working on housing initiatives. But again, we feel that the best way to influence the community is through relationships, through one-on-one personal relationships.
Jesus, he related to people. He related to all kinds of people. So I definitely think relationship building is very important.
Relationships go a lot further than any program.
People are like family here.
I would want to raise a family here because of the family that I would have within the community, within the neighborhood, and I know I'm far away from family, but I feel like I have a family here.
Something I like about St. Roch, good part that I love is that I've met a new family.
I've received so much more than I've given, actually, that I may have come here thinking that I had a lot to offer, but I realize that the people in this community have so much to offer me.
I believe that I've been helped more than I've helped someone else.
It changed my outlook. You know, when you open your arms and just show people love, you get it in return.
The people from a community are the best capable of changing their community. So much of our resources are going into raising up leaders from the community.
That's one of my biggest reasons or purposes for being here, because I want to be able to tell some of the kids in the neighborhood that I grew up in, like this area, you know, you're smart enough to go to college. Just to be able to change their mindsets and their thoughts and their ways.
We want people to come here with the express purpose of being able to train leaders from within the community who will have a great impact.
That's when I was able to really see how
I fit in and my life fit in and how God could use someone like me.
We only succeed when we work ourselves out of a job. And so we look forward to one day stepping down and bowing out to the local leaders who have been raised up through the church.
Well, one of the things that we want to do here is to empower people. That means helping people read their Bibles. That means praying with people. That means taking people to get jobs. That means teaching people how to manage their money or their household.
St. Roch was a big part of me changing my life, just wanting to do better. They were a big help through Police Academy. Their support meant a lot to me.
God is doing something in the city, in the St. Roch community, and within the church. And so we view the work here as something that God is doing, and we're simply participating in it.
It's an investment to send your dollars to the inner city because there's great things going on here through the works of St. Roch Community Church. So we need people who are going to be willing to give money towards our housing. We need to see healthcare happen here. We need to see recreation. We need to see all these things happen to address the needs of the community, and we can't do it on our own.
We need bodies to come here and to help rebuild, short term, long term, and we definitely need some people who will consider moving here.
It's an eternal investment that will last a lifetime and will impact families and a neighborhood for years to come.
Like, people will be able to look back on this time and say, it was the church who rebuilt New Orleans. It was God's people who rebuilt the city.
St. Roch can play a big role in a lot of people's lives because a lot of people don't have church homes and feel lost without meeting Jesus in their life.
Groups like the St. Roch Community Church will make a difference in that they give kids a safe place to go. They give kids an alternative to chaos.
And St. Roch will be one of the bigger parts in this community. We try to drop members everywhere. Get a member, we know we can get a member in one block, that block gonna be saved. We get a member in another block, that block gonna be saved. That's a community right there.
This will be an envious place to be. This will be a place where there was once ashes. Now there's rejoicing. Where there's tears, there's laughter.
We think that it's important to help just because God cares for those who are in need.